What is going on, guys? MC Fixer here for My Xbox and Me, and I'm here to bring you another brand new video. On the My Xbox and Me podcast, every single week, we get emails in, which you can email in, myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. I'd appreciate them. We love the emails. We love hearing from you guys, so please be sure to do that. But we have a recurring question that comes in every single week. So I thought I'd put together a little top 5 video right here, and you guys can tell me what you think in the comments below. Let's jump into it.
Just get to the game already!
Number 5, the Simpsons Road Rage game. Nah, everyone was expecting me to say Hit and Run. Maybe that shows up on this list a little bit later. We shall see. The Simpsons Road Rage released in 2001, the video game based on the animated TV series The Simpsons. In the game's story, Mr. Burns has bought all transit systems in Springfield and has begun to create a radioactive buses that threatens the public's health. Because of this, the civilians of Springfield must use their own cars as a means of safer public transport and earn money in an attempt to pay back Mr. Burns. God damn it, Mr. Burns. To get rid of the radioactive buses and return the town back to normal. Now, The Simpsons Road Rage to me, from what I remember, I haven't played the game in a very, very long time, but I remember it being very much like Crazy Taxi, and I loved Crazy Taxi, so it's like Crazy Taxi, but with The Simpsons, and it has all the original voice cast in there, and it has brilliant one-liners, and it's like a cool game, and obviously you're driving around Springfield, which is fantastic for any Simpsons fans such as myself. So number 5 is definitely Simpsons Road Rage.
Blessed. We'll meet again, my friend. Oh, we'll meet again.
Number 4 for me is a little game called Dino Crisis 3. Nah, before we start, and everyone jumps on me, Dino Crisis 3 is not my favourite Dino Crisis game in the series, but is the only Dino Crisis game on the Xbox OG. Dino Crisis 3 is an action-adventure video game developed by Capcom Production Studios and published by Capcom, exclusively for the Xbox, so that's why I kind of definitely want it over. Like the previous installments, the gameplay involves around fighting dinosaurs or other reptiles, but the enemies in this dinosaur game are not real dinosaurs. They're mutated creatures from DNA extracted from various dinosaur species. Damn. This all takes place in outer space on a space station. So, for me, I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil. This was like Resident Evil with dinosaurs. And I just love third-person shooters. I love the fixed camera angles. I just love these type of games. And I'd love to be able to just go and pop it into my Xbox One whenever I want to and be able to play Dino Crisis 3 again and not have to pull out the old big Xbox. As much as, you know, it's a beast of a console, but I just don't want to pull that bad boy out no more.
What is this?
Number 3 for me is The Simpsons Hit and Run. 2 Simpsons games on this list. For me, it's another Simpsons game. I know, everyone just calm down. It's okay. The Simpsons Hit and Run is a sarcastic take on Grand Theft Auto clone, an action-adventure video game developed by Radical Entertainment and published by Vivendi Universal Games. It was released in 2003 for Xbox. The story and dialogue were crafted by the writers of The Simpsons, with all the characters' voice supplied by the cast. The game follows the Simpsons family and their friend Apu, I'm not going to try and say his last name because I'm going to butcher it, who witnesses many strange incidents that occur in Springfield. Security cameras, mystery vans, crop circles, and the new and improved flavour of the popular soft drink, Buzz Cola, which casually insanely takes matters into their own hands. They discover numerous shocking secrets and soon realise these incidents are part of a large alien conspiracy. Now, my reasoning for this is it's GTA The Simpsons. We need to get this game on the Xbox One so everyone can experience it. It's such a great game. It's so fun. It's enjoyable. It has that Simpson charm about it.
Alright, player 1. Homer.
Number 2 for me is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. San Andreas is an action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. It was released on the Xbox 360 in 2005. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is played from a third-person perspective in an open-world environment, allowing players to interact with the game's world at their leisure. The game that is set in a fictional United States of San Andreas, which is heavily based on California, LA, San Francisco, and Las Vegas. The single player follows CJ, Carl, Johnson, who returns home from Los Angeles from Liberty Cities after his mother is murdered. Carl finds his friends and family in a dire situations, and over the course of the game, he attempts to re-establish his old gang. My reasoning for this is San Andreas is probably my second favourite Grand Theft Auto game of all time. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to me did some things that no other game has ever done. It had a lot of micromanaging. You could eat a ton of food and get a ton of fat, then you could go to the gym and get super buff, and just tons of things we don't actually see in games today still. But a game that is so up there in my mind of almost a masterpiece in gaming, that we definitely need this game on the Xbox One backwards compatibility.
Yeah, homie, yeah, it's good to see you back.
And number one, my number one game that I want on the Xbox One OG backwards compatibility is Metal Gear Solid Substance. The story revolves around the Big Shell, a massive offshore cleanup facility that has been seized by a group of terrorists who call themselves the Sons of Liberty. They demand the massive ransom in exchange for the life of the President of the United States and threaten to destroy the facility and create a catastrophic environment disaster if the demands are not met. Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance, for me, is my favourite game of the PS2 Xbox generation. That game has some moments that absolutely shocked me, made me think way outside the box, messed with my head. There is a very key moment. I'm thinking about making a video just about Metal Gear Solid 2 because it means so much to me. But there's a key moment that I spoke about on the podcast before, and I'll say it here again, where the Colonel tells you to save your game and turn off your PlayStation, or Xbox, depends on what you're playing.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
What are you talking about?
And I did this as a kid. I was like, oh my god, the game's telling me to turn off. I need to rest my eyes. I need to not play the game. And I literally did just that. I saved the game and turned it off. And it just left me, I was just sort of like, well, what do I do now? Like, I literally did what a game told me to do. Like, what? There's no other game that's ever done that to me before. It's one of those games that we need on backwards compatibility for me.
Snake, what's wrong? Snake! Snake!
If you like this video, be sure to like, share, comment below a game on the backwards compatibility you would like to see. If some of these games are already in there, I apologise. I did check the list beforehand and there wasn't, as far as I was aware, or I couldn't find an updated list that had all of them, but I'm pretty sure most of these games are not on there. So if you enjoyed this, like I say, like, share, comment, subscribe, and keep doing you guys. I love you, leave you. See you all later. Be safe.